You're gonna love them, your family's gonna love them, your friends are gonna love them. Only bad thing to come out of these is that your friends are gonna keep asking you to make them every time they come over, or you're gonna have to kick them out of your house because they're gonna wanna eat them all. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Gerardo Grills. My name is Gerardo and this is my channel. If you're into backyard barbecue, then please consider subscribing because that's exactly what this channel is all about. Today I'm gonna be making bacon wrap moink balls. If you're not familiar with what those are, don't worry, I'm gonna show you what they are. They're delicious meatballs stuffed with cheese, wrapped in bacon, and then smoked. We're gonna be using the Bradley P10 smoker you see right over here, and we're gonna be using some alder and cherry wood to add that beautiful flavor to it all. Are you ready to get going? Let's go. All right, so let's get started making some delicious moink balls. Now, here I've got about 3/4 pound of ground beef and about 1/2 pound of ground sausage, just mild sausage. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna make a regular meatball. That's how this all starts out. So you can make your favorite meatball recipe at home if you'd like. This is just how I like to do mine here. I like to mix a little bit of beef with a little bit of pork. To me, it just adds that much more flavor, and the fat from the pork actually is really, really good with this as well. So to it, what I'm going to add is about a tablespoon of freshly chopped parsley. Then I'm gonna season a little bit with, this is the Sucklebusters SPG, so salt, pepper, garlic. You can just use, whatever seasonings you prefer, go ahead and use those. And then I'm gonna add just a covering of Bradley's herb blend. Now this is a new blend that they've got, a new rub, and it's just a mixture of all sorts of different herbs. Maybe about a tablespoon's worth, but just enough to kind of cover it all. And then last but not least, I'm going to be using barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna be adding to this just a couple of chugs of barbecue sauce. This is gonna serve as a little bit of our binder for the two meats here with all the seasoning. But this is a sweeter barbecue sauce, so it's gonna give us a little bit of sweetness in there as well. That's pretty much it there. And then you just gotta get your hands dirty and mix it all together. All right, so that's it. You just gotta mix it until it's all incorporated, then you're set to go. Now we're gonna make the meatballs, and you can make them whatever size you like. If you're stuffing them with cheese like I'm about to, you wanna make them big enough for the curd to kind of sit in the middle so it doesn't spill out the side. You can go about that size there, just about 1/2 palm's worth. And then I'm gonna grab my cheese curd, just gonna shove it into the middle, and then you got one. There you go, and I'm just gonna do this as many times as I need to get rid of all this meat mixture. One thing you wanna keep in mind is that, obviously these are a little bit bigger than just one biters. They're gonna be a couple of bites each. So if you're looking for smaller, just make them smaller and cut your cheese curds smaller so that it fits inside, or don't use the cheese at all. But there you are. We're gonna go that. I'll see you when we're done rolling all these. All right, and there you have it. So I was able to get 12 meatballs out of that, about a pound and a bit of meat. And we're ready to do the next step here. So the next step is super easy here. You just get yourself some bacon. This is just regular store-bought bacon. And you're gonna wrap the meatball like that. And just kind of stab it with a toothpick so that it holds in place. And we're gonna do that to all of them. So it should be pretty easy. I told you this was gonna be easy. Not a whole lot of work to be done here. But the best part is that they're gonna be absolutely delicious. All right, so this is what they look like here once you're all done and you got them all wrapped up. And now they're sitting here on my Bradley rack with one of the smoke mats from Bradley as well. These are super handy to do things like this on your smoker so that way they're not kind of falling through the grates. You absolutely must have. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, it was super easy and I guarantee you they're gonna be super delicious. The next thing I'm gonna do here is just something completely optional to you. I'm gonna add a little bit more flavor on top of these and I'm gonna dust them with this Meat Church Honey Bacon Barbecue rub. It's a bit of a sweeter rub. I like the way it goes with pork and beef and this is a perfect place for that. So just kind of give them a little dust, a little bit of extra flavor on top. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna finish these off here, and I'll show you when it's time to put these into the smoker. All right, here we go. So now it's time to put these into the smoker. They're all wrapped up there, sprinkled with our seasoning on there. We got our smoker running at 280 degrees. I'm running cherry and alder wood in there. Give us a nice little light smoke from the alder and a beautiful color from the cherry and a little bit of that sweetness there as well. Extremely cold outside, so I don't want to open this until it's really time, so I'm gonna go really quick. I'm gonna put this into the bottom rack where it's gonna be at the warmest, and we're gonna leave it here at 280 degrees. It'll probably take about, I would say, an hour and a half, maybe closer to 2 hours, maybe an hour 45 perhaps. And we're really just gonna cook it until the bacon is nice and crisp where I want it to. And then the inside, we'll take a temperature on the inside of the meatball to make sure it's reached 165, and we'll be good to go. I'm also going to be glazing them with a little bit of barbecue sauce, but I'll show you when we're ready to do that. That won't be till the last maybe 20 minutes to half an hour of the cook. Here we go. That's it, and we'll show you when it's time to glaze them. All right, here we go. So it's been about an hour. These are gonna probably be about an hour and a half or so. Here we go. Hopefully you can see these here. The bacon's looking pretty good. You can see some of these are, the cheese is kind of starting to pop out on the top. It's fantastic. So now, again, it's really cold out here, so I wanna kind of get this done a little quickly, but what I got here is a little bit of barbecue sauce that's just been warmed up a little bit. Gonna dip these balls in there, and we're gonna set them back in. Just want to get them covered. And then once you've got them all done, close the lid again. We're going to turn it up to about 300. And I'm going to let these, kind of let that sauce set for the next 20 minutes or so. And then we're going to eat them. So, show you when it's time to eat. All right, here we go. These are all finished up. They smell fantastic. We dipped them in that sauce there and let them set for about 20 minutes to half an hour. I think it was closer to about 25 minutes or so, just until that sauce was starting to get tacky here. You just want it nice and sticky and ready to go. That bacon is firm, doesn't seem very floppy. It looks pretty good. I did take the internal temperature of the meatball itself. You want to make sure you're above 165 or at least at 165 so that it's safe for you to eat. But these are good to go. They are ready. I can't wait. So let's have them. Just one note, let them rest for a good 10 to 15 minutes. Otherwise that cheese in the middle is gonna burn the inside of your mouth and you're not gonna taste a thing. So with that said, let's have a go. Cheers. Oh man, these are so delicious. So packed full of flavors. The bacon, obviously bacon is amazing. You get a lot of that sweetness from the barbecue sauce over top, all the savoriness from the rubs that we used. You got a little bit of a kick in there from the sausage that you use as well. If you use the spicier sausage, you obviously get a little bit more. I use pretty mild stuff, but still get a little bit in there. Pretty good. That cheese, nice, soft, gooey in the middle. Fabulous. It's beefy, it's porky, it's bacony, it's sticky, it is sweet, it's spicy, it's savory, all in one. This is a perfect little appetizer. And I don't know about you, but all those flavors I'm a big fan of. So good. You could also cheat and just use those pre-made frozen meatballs if you'd like, or like I said earlier, use your own family recipe for meatballs. Stuff them with cheese, wrap them in bacon, season them, throw them in your smoker. They're super easy to make and they're so delicious. I promise you, you're gonna love them, your family's gonna love them, your friends are gonna love them. The only bad thing to come out of these is that your friends are gonna keep asking you to make them every time they come over, or you're gonna have to kick them out of your house because they're gonna wanna eat them all. But if that's the worst that happens, you gotta make these. They're so good. Well, that's all I got for you today. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you wanna see some more, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content. I'm gonna go ahead and finish eating these. You have yourself an awesome day, stay safe, and until next time, I'll catch you in the next Gerardo Grills.